Hello. It's been a while again. Um yeah, things are definitely kind of different. And it's gonna be kind of annoying to get used to it now because I have had to do quite quite a changes to my OBS. So it's yeah. I hope it's gonna work, essentially. Right. And I can already tell it's not really Can you read the chat properly or not? Cause yeah, I've been trying to make things work. Can't see my messages now. Cause in the top left, in the complete top left. But I can tell it's not exactly the greatest. Let me do this. That should work. Try sending something. Yeah, okay. So I'm guessing this works better. Jesus Christ. I have two chat widgets installed and enabled doing two completely different things. Because the first one works only halfway, and the other one also seems to be working only halfway. Oh, Jesus. I mean, it's up to my preferences, sure, but, you know, I like to keep it consistent, and I would like the chat to be readable on the stream. I'm gonna have to be doing a lot more changes to it all. That's uh, two things working halfway is one thing working all the way. Yeah, I suppose. It's not all the way. I mean, it's working to like 85%. 85% is what I'm gonna say. Is how well the chat widgets are working together right now. Fuck. So, yeah. What are three things working halfway? It's called a conflict. So, yeah. it's yeah. It's called an USP. Okay. Can I make this work properly or not? Oh, that's fun. I cannot even watch people on Twitch anymore. That's also another thing that's completely gone fucked off. Browser just doesn't work. So yeah, that's brilliant. Ah, fucking hell. I'll have to completely redo things and how I'm doing them, cause it just ain't fucking working. It ain't cutting it, man. Okay. So I could work on Century Romini, continue that, but I kind of feel like doing something else instead. So I'm gonna do that something else. Cause yeah. Um, just fucking hope it all fucking works somewhat. It seems to. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Alright. Yeah. So welcome to another route of mine, I suppose. So I guess let's do some work on this. I guess. I don't even fucking know. I am lost, to say the least. But whatever. Hey, oh, hello, Mr. W. Welcome. Welcome to this absolutely botched stream. Need to fix my fucking OBS, man. So yeah. Anyways, how are you guys doing? I hope your days are going better than mine. It's not really that hard to accomplish something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if the answer is that they are doing a lot better than me. Greetings. So just another Monday. Yep. I'm hungover from last night, so bland. Fair enough. All the things I was hoping to get done and show my boss Monday morning did not get done over the weekend. Wonder why. Oh, I remember. Trainz. um. Yeah. I know how that feels. Oh, Jesus. But yeah. Anyways, plenty of stuff to take care of. So, might as well keep taking care of it. But yeah, anyways, so this little route that I'm working on is set relatively close to my home, set in Slovakia, the western part of it, the better part. So yeah, based on relocation, but I'm fictionalizing it slightly in certain aspects to make it more fun, more interesting for myself. I had this route in my storage for quite a while. It's a project that was started slightly before we decided to rework Central Europe Mini again and add Germany to it. So what I'm working on right now is actually older than that. Than Central Europe Mini version 3. Is that right? Yes, okay. I'm gonna be gone next week. Kind of dreading it. My life is ordinarily so relaxing, even when my discomfort makes me annoyed to leave my routine. Yeah, understandable. I get that as well. Make this more connected like that. But yeah, I'm keeping the track layout relatively realistic, along with some of like the geographical features for this route. But when it comes to like faraway details and buildings in general, I am going more for a fictionalized style because I think it just works better for this, anyways. Is my oh my fucking numlock is disabled, of course. Ugh. that. Let's make sure that the fence is fencing. That works. I want something similar here. I'm gonna have an opening right there. Around the wall through here. Up. And another one like this here. There we go. Bring that wall in. And now around the corner. Nice and easy. Plop it there. Good. I have random rotation enabled. Yes, okay. Nice and easy. And now I'm just going. There we go. Okay, that works. Nice and simple. What place is this based off? So, is it placed off of Nové Zámky, located in southwestern Slovakia? And yeah, I've managed to get hold of some very interesting things to build some parts of this. And it allowed me to understand quite a lot about how the railway infrastructure is actually built. all the little aspects of it. So yeah, it's fun. Now it's not like the present day kind of thing, because in present day there is a brand new maintenance hall in this area, which I don't have here, obviously. So yeah, it's not exactly present day, but it's not also like 50 years ago. No. Exactly. I have a lot to talk about, so that's that. 50 years ago, back when people rode horses and before electricity. Yes, absolutely, exactly, yeah. The good old days. All right. It's looking pretty neat so far. That works. Yeah. Plan that I have for this particular route actually is not gonna be building the main line that heads south, which is down that way. Instead, the main focus is gonna be on quasi branch line going northeast out of here, as I find that one more interesting than this line here. It's also definitely more interesting than this line as well, which is also something I'm not gonna be going down. But yeah, just wanna get the scenery at least, far enough to make it look better. And hey, maybe in the future I can get back to this and extend it further. You never know. But yeah. Do you want me guys to show you on the map in real life, like how it actually looks? Actually, that might be a good idea generally. Anyways, right, let me place down some trees and I'll show you exactly what I am thinking of doing. It's definitely a long-term project, that's for sure. Is it nicer? Okay. Yes, please. Yeah, show us. We can check that each tree matches Google Maps precisely. Okay, let's do it like this then. So, there we go. So I want the open railway map. And I use this one. And we are here. So the map is obviously oriented north. So if I orient this north, you can see the similarities in the track layout, the blue lines being the tracks. Right? It makes sense. You can see that the river is cutting approximately where it is in real life, just slightly different shape. This road bridge over here on the road 75, that's also over here, right? Generally, the yard here, right? And the new maintenance hall already added to the open railway map. This does not exist when I started making the route, so that should give you a timeline, I guess. But yeah, obviously this here around the train station building is different. I had to do some creative liberties with it because yeah, there's only so much I can actually like replicate. Yeah. If I keep it like this, yeah. So there's this little bit like industrial area. If I go to this part of the river, there is a bit of an industrial area here. With the difference being that there is a roundabout which I do not have here. I just have the two-lane road continue further on. Now there is an industrial area here north of the station. and that's this one here. This is it. And obviously there's a road turning to go below the tracks again and into a big intersection, which I do have the road turning, and it's gonna go below the tracks over here, and the big intersection is gonna be roughly here in the near future. Right? That gives you kind of an idea, right, of what I am doing here. So yeah, there are some creative liberties taken here and there. So this here, for example, there's a parking lot and like a sports hall and stuff like that, but I have it kind of changed in that I have industries here with a tenement building, and the sports hall is way further out here, while it should be, you know, much closer, and behind that should be, you know, garages, just tiny little huts of garages. Now on this little island here, there is a stadium, but I don't exactly have a stadium. I have a tennis thingy, and I have it much closer to the tracks than it should be. Actually, I think this is the tennis courts here, this square, I believe. And then on this side, there's some other buildings and stuff that are like different types, but I've decided to make a little football pitch here. Because why not? Right? And it looks pretty good. So yeah, these kind of small changes. Another change is that this bridge over the river is supposed to have cycling paths around it and along the banks of the river over here, but I didn't do that. I just made it without the banks. Just the, sorry, without the cycle paths, just the banks on the river. So, yeah, this kind of like small, tiny differences here and there between it all. And also the way this is here done. Because I've placed an industry in here, and then a field on the other side. You can see it's much more. I'm looking north here. You can see it's kind of misshapen, and that is to obviously accommodate stuff that the game has. Not to mention that this crossing is actually on a straight piece of track, while in reality it's already on a turning track. So, yeah, you get the idea. There are some differences here and there that I have done to make it a bit more interesting or to make it easier, essentially. Let's see. Let's read the chat. The blue water seems too blue for Europe. I mean, yeah, for the river, I haven't done any environment changes here. This is was what I have already here. I didn't change that up at all. I'm working with the default color. In reality, this river is pretty brown with all the silt and stuff. But yeah. I'm gonna be touching up the environment stuff later on. You know, when I get more done with stuff. But yeah, for now I am just gonna keeping this default. Is it a really good match? 2 turntables, impressive. Yes, indeed, 2 turntables. Good notice. There's 2 in real life, and there is 2 in the game. I have had the wonderful opportunity, thanks to some wonderful people working with the railways, to actually go here. I've walked around this turntable in the office building as well, and I've walked around this turntable as well, all the way around this one, including these tracks here. That's why it's kind of so precise, because I know exactly what it looks like because I've been here. But yeah, I've had the opportunity to be on this little road, with trains parked all around me, essentially. And I was here with a friend. We were getting documentation, pictures, and stuff like that um, for trains to make them. Cab photos and exterior photos and stuff like that. So yeah, we've had the wonderful opportunity to visit and see some stuff here. So yeah, that's how I know how this looks. We've actually been there physically. Hello, only here to say hi and spy. Okay, fair enough. Welcome, Share Dice. With two tables, would they be tempted to turn the locust twice just for fun? Maybe. Maybe like 50 years ago they would. As I'm placing sounds on my sessions, I can't really listen to anything else in the background. Fair enough. Hello, hello, hello. Oh hey, fancy seeing you here. Don't worry about the sound, it's just continual cursing and stuff on this channel. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for showing us. It's cool you did replicate the turntables actually. Yeah, absolutely. I find it really good and stuff. So, you know, like I find it interesting and impressive. So obviously I wanted to replicate it, right? If you also look at the platform layout and the track layout here, if you compare them, so this is the one dead end track here, that's on the bottom, over there. You can see just being there. There's a dead end track in to this platform, which is there. You can see the shapes of the platforms as well. They relatively match all the way across, essentially. Some of them should be kind of slightly longer, but the platforms are long enough already as it is, so I didn't exactly bother with it. I mean, this one is what, 330 meters long, so yeah, more than enough, given what the station does anyways. So here it starts to be kind of slightly different with the track layout and stuff, because I needed the yards to be long enough for, you know, obviously what I'm gonna be doing with the routes, with the route and the sessions in it. So the yard is slightly longer than in real life, which makes these tracks compared to the map slightly more longer than they should be. But yeah, it's still a nice little industrial location for transloading and all that kind of stuff. But you can definitely see that the layout is based on something real, simply because of just how wild and wacky it is. But yeah, all the way out here, and there's this with the 3 and plus 1 and 3 and plus 1. So yeah. Over here there's 3 tracks turning off. That's these 3 you can see, and then they merge together, which is up here. Once again, slightly longer than it should be, but yeah, I've done that for obvious reasons. And yeah, the main line, it just continues on straight for a while, and then it kind of turns a little bit outside of the station. So yeah, been doing a lot of this kind of stuff on this. I've also managed to find on the internet the electrical diagrams for the catenary for the station. So I've used those to actually make the catenary as it is supposed to be. So yeah. Obviously I've taken some creative liberties here and there with it, because I cannot replicate it one-to-one. But what I could replicate one-to-one is the location of, like, you know, what is supposed to be isolated, what's supposed to be electrified, what's supposed to not, all this kind of stuff. And the track layout, while kind of stretched and squished in some aspects, is a one-to-one in the number of tracks and the relative shape. So yeah, fun. Why would you cover your football pitch? What do you mean? It's not covered, it's just got walls around it. With a tribune over here so you can actually see what's going on. But yeah, I might lower the fence or remove it from this side only. But essentially it's just to prevent the ball from flying off. It looks better this way. And yeah, I've done with the texture some of the ground texturing there to make it more better looking. So yeah, it's fun. Is it Simplace and or routers what you were building here? Shit. Is it? I don't think it is. No. No, 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 no. Not at all. Not at all. It's a completely different location. This is what you've linked me. So what I'm building now is this here. What I was building back then is up here. This station. Right. So that's in the middle of the screen right now. And what I'm building is all the way down here. So yeah. The main thing that I want to build is this branch line out this way, and then this way, and then this way. You can see it splits quite many times here. But this one here is my main focus. And I want to get it at least here until Levice. Right? I want to at least do that. Because if I want to go further from that, I am gonna enter the mountains, which is gonna be annoying to build. But this here is just rolling hills and fields everywhere. And so it's better, easier, nicer to build. I also want to include this triangle. So this station is definitely something that I want to build. And then, you know, obviously keep this piece of the main line as well. So this triangle and this line here is the goal. So yeah. And I do have another module that I've built quite some time ago. I think even before I started this. That has part of the capital city and goes roughly from here, Petržalka, to across the bridge, including the entirety of the harbor. This entire station and north up here with the airport branch line here, and this station and this big interchange. I have that in a separate route that I built even earlier. And theoretically, if I decide to extend the route, I can easily just build a main line to the capital city, and because that's just gonna be this line, straight and flat. And yeah, I'm right here. So I could reuse that module to get the capital city done easier and faster, essentially, if I wanted to. Because I have that. Oh, neat. Super cool. Those are some very nice turntables as well. Yep. Add some graffiti. I was here. KB has a lot of sound assets, just wish they were a bit louder compared to Trainz. Yeah. I understand, yeah. I always find they are really loud and repetitive. Each to their own, I guess. And here as well. I can barely hear them when I drive a train by them, even if they are placed next to the tracks. I guess it's realistic that you wouldn't really hear birds chirping over class 155 DMU going at notch 5. But from a gameplay perspective and immersion perspective, it will make it feel much more like a real place to hear them more clearly. Same goes with the river sound speech face. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. So yeah. I'm mostly viewing trains from the outside, so maybe that's why I find them annoyingly loud. Could be. Also, someone on my tutorial videos was asking me very strange questions about trains. Turns out they bought trains thinking that you surely must be able to automatically generate terrain and landscape cities to then populate with the railway. Oh, that's unfortunate. Same, I try placing them further away for that reason, but still tricky to find the right spot. Yeah, that's basically why I don't bother with sound assets really, because I just it's so fucked. So yeah, just don't do that. Even then, I find them too quiet. No, why would you cover your football in pitch? Oh, pitch being tar. Yeah, okay, I see now. I see. Yeah, uh-huh. You like it sticky. I don't know. That's why. Who here would know that? Me, pick me. Well, now we do. Good. Alright, bitumen is another kind of tar. It's technically also a kind of tar. Can you... What is this? We're now in a tar stream. Let's review your local asphalt, ladies and gentlemen. Let's find out which is worse. You like it, stick. I'm thinking unholy thoughts, Slovak. Help. You like those thoughts. I have to avoid doing any other projects till I master this task. Alright. Let's return to the game. More tar. Tar pits. God damn it. What's gonna be next? The tar this? Oh gosh, imagine. Imagine if the TARDIS was made out of tar. Oh, goddamn. Sensitivity was botched. Slightly higher, okay. That's okay. Think. Hold on, what's the terrain like here? You know, 1, 2, 3 is actually much better in terms of height for the terrain here. Works there. And then over here is gonna be 1, 2, 3. And this section here. Do I have catenary going all the way? Oh shit, I do. Oh, not all the way, but okay, fair enough. It's far enough away. It's okay. Yeah, just gonna continue here. Yes, okay, good. Funnily enough, this is not the first time I'm building this place. And not the second either. Which is weird, to say the least. I have had a grand total of 3 attempts at building this place, with this being the third one. The first time I built this place was for the original big Central Europe project. That one stopped being developed long ago. But yeah, that was the first one. The second attempt was sometime later, before Central Europe Mini, where I wanted to make this station. I wanted to build a line to my city from here, right? So that was the second time I built this station. That didn't get anywhere either. And this here is the third time that I have built this station. So yeah, fun. Okay, my god. Oh, I'm sorry. TARDIS. I got my car towed at La Brea tar pits, so I know how those saber-tooth tigers felt. Couldn't find the TARDIS in tar, but I could find Amy in tar. Well, technically dug out earth, but same close enough. What? Oh, of course. Okay, I need to go now and continue work on my sessions. Yeah, see ya, Sharadai. See ya tonight. Since 1 inch in action figure 4. What? Okay. Okay, I'll go now. Yeah, see ya, man. Oddly, on the SW1500 cab I'm using as my model, their textures all have the emissive red layer as a mid-gray, not totally black. I wonder if that is so it's not totally dark at night, or is it improving appearance? Trainz doesn't work well with absolute colors, and it absolutely hates pure white and pure black. So you want to avoid those colors completely. If you remember, because I know you're on my server, you're in the content creation channel. Prisoner posted a few weeks ago his cabs, and he was complaining about the texture being very dark, very, just not working correctly, and him and Zefek basically figured out that Prisoner has done a full black color on it, and it caused the game to essentially shit itself when rendering the texture. So they had to go for a different one. It was creating some artifacts. So yeah, you want to generally avoid full black and full white in the game. Always make it some kind of gray. I'm gonna also show you why the full white is not good. Because I can show you that right here. this is full white. Another thing that's full white is those vertex points. Right? This looks atrocious. It's like a flashbang. Right? From the bottom, this is also full white. Oh, except for this side, this is a gray. But this is white. The ends are white as well. Right? It is full white, and if you look at it, you can see that there is some kind of texture on it. But in the sun, you can see fuck all. And that's what basically happens with full black and full white. They just go, they just massacre it. So you want to avoid having those colors. Okay, I'll go now. um, oh no, all my PBR textures have black emissive and white AO. Yeah, don't go all light or dark. Go with, yeah, gray. Wait, I'm not here anymore. Gandalf the White is gonna be pissed. Yes, this is not the chat user you're looking for. Yeah, but so is Sauron, so it's all good. Okay, now Trainz has loaded. Bye bye for realsies. See ya. Ominous voice. Saruman does not share color layers. But yeah, avoid the full scale white and black. The game doesn't work with it properly. You can also see that I'm doing the embankment approach differently than I am on Centurio Mini. And that is because here I'm gonna be heavily relying on TriffFX to make the environment better. And so I would like the TriffFX to actually go all the way to the tracks. And in some places even on them. Thankfully I do have a lot of leeway with this, so I can make this nicer, better. Let me just see this place here, because I know there is industry somewhere close by here. Just need to take a look at how it's done. Okay, I see now. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be an industry in this turn here. Tracks continue overgrown and not used into the substation there. I wonder though, is this? Oh yeah, it seems to be. Ends there. Does this have a changeover here? No, it doesn't. But it's gonna have to have one there. Okay. Was looking at how this is done. So I need to align this better. What's the difference between these? It's identical. They are all identical. And rotate this the other way. Need to align that. There we go. So I'm gonna keep this at 208 like this. Yeah, like that. Okay. That works. Stand that out there. Good. Okay. This might work. There's some stuff on this side and in the back. That. That. Okay. No, I don't want that. I need some other. Okay, there we go. That's better. That looks more fitting. To the real location. Okay, so this over here in real life is houses. No. Okay, so there's some warehouses, there's some tenements. I have the warehouses done, so I'm just gonna place down the tenements here. They seem to be relatively new, modern ones, so I'm gonna be placing down some newer ones. Okay, that will work. That's good enough. Now we just need yoink these roads. Actually, I don't want the patched, I want the new. With no line. There we go. What's in this location? Okay, there's some industries and more warehouses down this side, but they're further out. So let's do this. Fix this up. This, and I'm gonna yoink this texture and fill up this here. That works. Just pop by again for a quick optional dare. Use this asset somewhere where it fits well for the sake of nostalgia. Exactly the same except the voltage steps. What do you mean the voltage steps? They're all 110 to 27.5. Let's see what Trainz is giving us. I dare to use this asset for the sake of nostalgia. Is it? Oh my god. Can I not even fucking search for it because it is installed. Should be installed, right? I think it was installed. Yeah, it is. Low bomb. That's what it is. Oh, I need to pause my music. Yeah, sure. There you go. They're complete. Asset used. There we go. That's the other side. Now what else should I pick for my next dare? No need to work. Bye bye again. Yep. Uh, share dice, share dice. This is not how you make, trains. Okay, so I know there was a bridge, a sand bridge, that was laid out in an opposite manner to the other bridges. Instead of being longer as you placed it, it was getting wider. I need to find that asset. I know what it looked like. I don't know what it was named. But the viaducts, which is not it. Bridge, bridge, bridge. Culvert, flyover, flyover. Retaining wall, viaduct, guardrail, transverse. This one is. This is it. That's the other one. That's that. And I think I want this one. Yeah. This I think. Oh fuck! I can't remember for the love of me. Because granted, I haven't gone through this area for quite a while now. I don't exactly remember what this bridge looks like. I need to take a quick look on Google. Straight view, long. No, okay. So it's not this type. It's the other one. What's this one? Oh, nope. I'm gonna go with this one. That's the end of this bridge. Okay, it's there. Can do that. Okay. I'm gonna be very fucking careful with this. Haha. But I can make this slightly lower. I need to make it slightly lower. Okay, that's a bit too much. Fuck. That works on that side, that works on this side as well. To texture it. There we go. Like that. Okay. what I'm doing here is not what the bridge does in real life. Like what the road does here in real life. I'm taking creative liberty here to make this better. Just so I can have easier time fitting the traffic through here. Need to unpause that. I need a truck to spawn and go down this way. Very cool. No trucks, only cars. It's good enough. It's a van. It's a van. That's another van. But I think it's gonna be good enough. I need to move the pylons, obviously, for the catenary. And I think this, yeah, it's a track side. Alright. That works. Slightly higher, but yeah, it's good. Nice bridge. As a lone asset, I would never have seen how well it would look when built into a route. I guess it all just comes down to, you know, there's a lot of creativity and imagination going in to all of this. So yeah, you need to be very thinkable, very creative sometimes with, like, you know, because you may think like, oh hey, this asset looks pretty nice, would be, you know, useful to use it somewhere, you know, could be nice to use it somewhere, and then you have to figure out a way, you know, where would it be useful to use it? I don't know. Do you? Right? So there's a bit of a fun to figure it out. It's what makes it interesting. Because when you do manage to figure out where to use that asset, it's really nice. Most of the time. Because either you manage to find a perfect location, or you don't manage to find any location for it. There's no middle ground, really. That was my point. I was trying to give a compliment while avoiding triggering your version to that. No middle ground, only black or white, except Trainz only accepts mid gray. Yep. But yeah, building cities, building style, these kind of like big stations is always a long process. And honestly, I can't wait for the moment that I'll be out of the station, out of this city, working on the fields. Now, obviously, this is not like America where you have one city per 53 fucking miles or something. And the moment I leave a city here, I have to start making another one. Okay. Quickly fly to the other end of the map. Doing this. Use it here. Alright, that works. What's the other part of this? So it's gonna return any moment now. Does this route have a name yet, Eagle? No, it does not. I wouldn't really know what to call it either. So yeah, for now it's just nothing. Bum. Hmm. So wait, how does this look like actually? It's kind of annoying here. Okay, I see now. Actually, I still wanna keep in Survey 2.0. The scrapbook. This will work. Okay. So far, so good. Oh, yeah, that works. You can definitely tell, like, this is relatively older. Because it's under detail, the textures are not exactly textury. Stuff like that. Ah, Shadow has returned, ladies and gentlemen. Original asset there, number 2. Not for nostalgia, just for the LOL. Oh god. What is this? What have you given to me now? KB Laugh. Okay. Where in the flying fuck am I supposed to use that? Hmm. Oh. Laugh. You know, I'm scared of what this is going to sound like. Told you so. It is optional, so you don't have to actually use it. Use it on a special baseboard called Low Land. I want to see your reaction to the asset. Okay, fine. I'm pausing. Right. Hum. No. Bro, what the fuck? Yep. I have that here somewhere, why not? What's this? Okay. Hmm. I'm gonna be looking more at the sound assets. So it'd be definitely nice to have more of them around here. Not gonna lie. It does make stuff feel more alive. Okay, it's gonna be that side. Hmm. It's been not as bad as it might have been. Yes, nice. Gotta go again. Bye bye. These assets sounds much louder on your side than on mine. Guess I've got my volume turned down compared to you. But then again, I've got my volume set so that the train sounds are good. Yeah, I have the so that the train sounds are good as well. But I mean, I'm at 10% of the in-game volume. So, you know. Anyways, 1551. I haven't done that much, but I like how this is actually turning out. This looks pretty good, not gonna lie. What's my drawing distance? 8,000. The route is not limited. Hmm. You know what? Let's do a little drive-in. Why not? Let's go with this one. do that. And that. Oh, that's the old one. That's also the old one. Oh, that's right. There's no there's no new ones for these. If I could at least get a... Nope. No, okay. Not a big deal, not a big deal. That, I want this one. Nope. Nope. Why not? Let's do something stupid like this. What could possibly go wrong? That'll be something that will need to be fixed. So that lets me just set the junctions as well. Okay, that works. Junctions are good. Let's do some other stuff around here. Let's make it a bit nicer to drive through here, I guess. So why not? That. I'm not really gonna do anything else. You I don't care about, and you. Right. Now, hold on, if I just do this. That works. Okay. Let's take a drive through the little nothing that I built so far. Not 10% too. I hope this isn't a macOS Windows parity issue. Sorry, another macOS Windows parity issue. I wouldn't be able to tell you. Lighted color shifts, maximum volume switched around on one OS. There's no signals yet either, so don't mind that. I don't have the crossing assets yet either, yeah, but that is in the works, so eventually the crossings will work as well. Just not right now. Before I return to the view, hold on. There we go. I'm definitely gonna overshoot. I wasn't wasn't braking for the stop. I was looking more at the freight train going by than anything else. Before I continue, I'll turn this thing around. Why not? Drive. Let's set it to full power. Why not? You are here. Kind of overshot. That's okay. It happens. But yeah, we have some Hungarian cars, some Czech cars, and some Slovak cars. Because why not? Making things interesting. Gotta love trains incapable of producing more than one fucking sound at a time. Might be actually kind of interesting because here, for some reason, the camera works completely differently in this one train. We have no fucking idea why or how, but it just does. Right? It's more fitting to how the train actually behaves, but it makes you seasick. What I mean by that is if I do this, I'll decouple that. I don't want it. Yeah, look at that. If you wanna feel seasick, just do this. It's fun. The camera movement. Say the least. Those clearings between the trees look really good. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, does an occasional. Yeah. Yeah, it's kinda neat, but not ideal either. Not to feel seasick. Yeah, not a fan. Yeah, understandable. No fucking clue why it happens, but we wanna get rid of it. Cause, yeah, obvious reasons. Where's the other train? Did it derail? Possibly did. Yep, alright. Derailed and despawned by now. Good. So yeah, that's essentially this route. Yeah, I'm gonna work on it more, expand it out further. It's definitely something that I would like to continue. Whether something's actually gonna happen out of it, hopefully. But yeah. The thing about it is, like, if I look at it on the map, can this work? Thank you. Right. So if you look at it on the map, you can kind of get an idea. Because there's a cemetery here after this road that just crosses the tracks right there. This is the bridge that I just put in. And the little like area here. I've decided to fictionalize that, make it longer and a bit more warehousey, I guess, as opposed to what there is right now here. I'm gonna provide it with like the back road connection as good as pretty much just going to be the main connection kind of thing. Just going to the road here. Right? And that over there has a crossing here. You can see there's the substation in this location. There is a little industry for tank cars for this facility. Not exactly sure what it is, can't remember. But yeah, there's a cemetery here, some gardens over here, right? Along the tracks. You can see just the thick foliage of trees and bushes with just very occasional clearing to see something out of there, right? Same applies for the other direction this way as well, right? You can see there's quite a lot of trees here and there, more bushes there and there, but yeah, driving through this location in real life, like usually just go on along this road here, you can see the tracks obviously and the trains on it, but it's definitely clearer here. There's a lot less trees, more bushes around, so you get a view on the train, but it's still enough trees there to kind of like block the view by some amount. And then through here is just trees. You can just see it on the shadows as well. It's just a massive bunch of trees through here. So yeah, gonna kind of keep it consistent. And out this way again, it's just trees all the way. Occasional clearings here and there, like here, but it's just trees. There's some farms along the tracks, and it's mostly just fields as well. So doing this stretch between the towns is going to be relatively simple. This station is, again, really simple as well. So that's gonna be kind of fun, building this little village here along the road. And the same applies for this other track essentially, right? Over here you have some gardens and some houses running along the track for a while. Then that ends and it's just fields and trees again. There's a little dirt path crossing over there. and that goes on and on and on and on until there's a little train station here, right? With a village all over there. Tracks then just continue on. This here is gonna be a lot of fun because if you look at how this is done, there's an industry down here that like loops around into the city from the south. The tracks go all the way up here. Yeah. So one big loop. There's a little yard there as well, you can see. Some more industries here. Going up north this way, there is the main station for the town. Right? With a few yard tracks, nothing spectacular. Then it continues on, and this line here, this goes up north, is diesel at this point. This turning left is a massive grain industry, so that's fun. But you can see there's just a lot of train cars just being stored there, because why not? But yeah, there's that industry, and going out this way, the tracks loop around the city from the other side, and then head out east. And this is the line that I wanna build on. So yeah, there's a station here where the tracks split again, heading north. That's a different line. I wanna continue this one here that goes east. Over the bridge there. Through here, there's a little industry station as well, right? Merges in again and goes on. Because this is, it looks like fields, and it is fields, but there's quite a lot of hills. This here, for example, like this entire village is on a hill, right? There's just a massive hill running right down through the middle. You can kind of see it with where the trees are. That those are like essentially like the summit of the hills. And you can tell with the tracks how they turn and twist that, you know, there's obviously something going on. This here is a valley, for example. So yeah. And all the way. You can kind of get a better view here where the tracks just like follow the terrain through the forest, kinda. Right? And yeah, this is essentially what I'm building. There's a lot less trees around the tracks over here in this location. It's more just bushes and fields. So it will open up eventually. It's just that the main line in the area that I'm building right now is very overgrown. But you can see here that there isn't really that many trees. Hey, there's a train here. But yeah, and I will go on that. There's a crossing there, a station here, and I think on I don't know. Yeah. Continuing on, and then from the south, this entry into Levice here. This is the station that I want to reach. Right, and if you look at this one, there's line coming in from south, essentially from the Hungarian border. There's a little industry over here that extends. The tracks extend further than you would think. They're not really in use anymore, unfortunately. But you can tell that this entire area was just completely filled with industries, and I kind of want to fill it up with industries as well, just so that the player has a location to, you know, actually play around with and drive in. Alright, this is a pretty standard configuration with the freight tracks being like kind of behind the station. Like this is the main station building here with the car access and the bus access and stuff like that. And then you have like the freight kind of for the town being, you know, the warehouses next to the main tracks, and also platform tracks for the cargo on in the backside behind the station. It's pretty standard design. We'll get more loading tracks here and there, of course. And there's this particular industrial branch line, not used anymore. Maybe a little bit, but yeah. There's another granary over here, so lots of grain stuff. A little yard over here next to the main line, and then it turns north and splits and loops around kinda. There's an industry there, and that would have continued on into this industry, and there is some industrial tracks here, and some of them would have continued up a bit more as well. So yeah, this is the station I want to reach in the end. Not sure how long the line exactly is. I think it might be like 50 kilometers, 60, something like that. So yeah, that's the thing that I want to do. So let's read the chat and I'm gonna end it. Imagining a cemetery industry. Hello Hans, welcome. Ooh, omelette. We need GeoGuessr railroad track version. Yes. That loop will offer an opportunity for automated trains. Nice, the tracks twist and turn like that. Good choice for a route. Oh yeah, absolutely. Ooh, looks like Deerell Valley Industry Tracks. Oh yeah, absolutely as well. This location was inspired by Deerell Valley. Deerell Valley was inspired by Romania. And you know, just like that, like if you know anything about railroads, then it makes perfect sense why it looks the way it looks, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever. Whatever, whenever, wherever you are, and I hope to see you guys next time as well. I don't even know what playlist I'm gonna put this into. I'll see yet. But yeah, I would say that I'm not gonna be expanding further south. I'm just gonna be expanding north. Bye bye.